Okay, now look at here. We have to discuss the new chapter, that is a solution and colligative property. So, if you consider the solution, the homogeneous mixture of the two or more component is generally called as a solution. So, I think some of the idea regarding that solution we discuss in 11th standard. Okay. Now, if you consider here the solution, basically the here the two component is there. Actually, if you consider your syllabus, actually it contain more than about two component is there. But we discuss that is here the only two component. That is one of the component is called as a solute, and another component is called as a solvent. So, if you consider these two component which is to be present in the solution, then the solute is that component which is to be present in that solution which having the lower composition, and the solvent, if we consider that the solvent is the component which is to be present in the solution which having the higher proportion. So here solute, it whatever may be that the state of that solute, but that must having the lower proportion, and solvent which having the higher proportion. So on the basis of that, here we can distinguish that is here the solute and solvent, and by making the here the solution by using these solute and solvent. So here what happen in this chapter? So we have to discuss the very important point regarding that. So if you consider this chapter, that is a solution and colligative property, we discuss that is here the solution, and here if you consider the colligative property, the property which is depend upon the here the amount of the component, or the property which is depend upon the here the particle which is to be present, that property is called as a colligative property. Number of the here the particle is to be increased, at that time the colligative property is to be increased or decreased, or whatever may be that the property which depend upon the here the number of the solute particle, property which depend upon the number of the solute particle, that property is called as a colligative property. So, firstly, some point, basic point what we discuss, that is here in a solution. So, look at here, in shortly I give the idea about that, because we have to concentrate the colligative property. So, here if you consider here the solution, basically depend upon the state of the solute and solvent, the basically these a solution is to be classified into 9 classes. So which of that? Basically here firstly it is to be classified into 3-1, depend upon the state of the solvent. If the state of the solvent is a solid, then we call as a solid solution. If the state of the solvent is a liquid, then we call as a liquid solution. If the state of the solvent is a gases, then we call as a gaseous solution, and it is further classified depend upon the state of the solute which is to be present there. So basically we discuss the 3 state of that here. If you consider the first one, that is a solid solution. So here the solid solution, if you consider that, here it contain again 3 type. So here the solid solution, look at here the solid solution. Solid solution. Solid solution, it means that here the state of that here the solvent is to be a solid. So look at here, if you consider the state of the solvent, and here is the state of the solute, state of the solid. So we know that this is a solid solution. If it is a solid solution, then here the solvent in a solid state. So here the state of that is a solid. So here the solid. Then if you consider the state of the here the solute, it become a solid. if the solid is a state, so here the solution become that is a solid in solid. Solution कसं असतं? Solid in solid. So here if is solid in solid is the solution, then it means that the example of that, it become a well known example of that, it is a, here the alloy of the various metal, where that is a smaller proportion is the impurity which is to be dissolved in that particular metal which having the higher proportion. So alloy of the metal is generally we say that here the solid in solid. So here if you consider the next one, that is here liquid in solid. Liquid in solid, if you consider that here, so here liquid in solid, then here gases in solid. So here, so look at here, solid in solid, liquid in solid and gases in solid. So these are the subclass of the solid solution. So here if you consider here the solid in solid, we say that is the alloy of that one. Then if you consider here the solute particle is the liquid, and here the solvent particle is the here the solid. At that time well known example of that here, that is a amalgam. Here the amalgam is a well known example of that, where that is a here the liquid mercury is to be dissolved, mercury in liquid state. So that is the example of that. So this is a very simple, we have to consider the colligative property, but just for the sake of understanding I give the idea about that. So gases in solid, if you consider the gases, so gases in solid, if you consider that, here the well known example of that, H2 in here the palladium or platinum. So H2 in a palladium is the example of the gases in solid. So H2 gas is to be present in the palladium. So this is an example of that. Now here that is a liquid solution. So if you consider the liquid solution, so here again that is here the state of the solute is a solid, then the liquid, then here the gases. So here what happen, again the three type of the liquid solution is there. So here if you consider the solid in liquid, liquid in liquid and gases in liquid. So well known example of that is a solid in liquid, that is any salt solution is a well known example of that. If you consider liquid in liquid, any miscible liquid, alcohol in water is the example of that. Now if you consider the gases in liquid, we know that cold drinks having the here the gases which is to be dissolved, here the CO2 gases to be dissolved. So aerated drinks is the example of that. So in this way this is the example. Now here the another one, that is here the solid, liquid and gaseous solution. So if you consider the gaseous solution, so if you consider here the gaseous solution, where what happen, solid is the solute and here the gases is the solvent. So the well known example is iodine in air. If you consider iodine in air, so iodine in air is the example of the solid in gases. Then if you consider the liquid in gases, if you consider that liquid in gases, so this is an example of that liquid in gases. So well known example of that is here the chloroform in nitrogen. So chloroform in nitrogen is a well known example of the this gaseous solution. And last one, gases in gases. So look at here, gases in gases is the well known example of the air. We know that oxygen, nitrogen and other gases which is to be here the miscible. So here these are the nine type of the basically if you consider the solution. So here the depend upon that is the state of the solute and depend upon the here the state of the solvent, it is to be classified. It is a very simple one. So here you can here just by reading we can understand this solution type of the solution. Now look at here, here the, if you consider there is a here the solution, solution is to be here the expressed in the form of the concentration. By various way we can prepare the concentration of the solution. One of the way is by using the percentage. So if you consider the percentage, here the percentage, it means that here the number of the gram of the solute present in a 100 gram of the here the, or we say that 100 part of the solvent, or we say that here the solution, sometime depend upon that is here the whether it is a state is the uh, a liquid state or whether it is state is a solid state. So depend upon that. This is also the very simple way to express that is here the concentration of the. So this is a percentage by mass, percentage by here the volume, so on. Okay, then later on if you consider that is here the next to consider the concentration is the molarity. If you consider the molarity, molarity is nothing but the number of moles of the solute per liter of the solution, or per liter of the, we say that the solvent, because we know that is here the solution and solvent here they having the state that is a liquid state. So here that is the number of moles of the solute per liter of the solution is called as a that is a molarity. So that also we discuss here in a 10 standard also, that is a molarity. Then here the molarity problem which is based upon that here we have to discuss later on in numericals. So if you consider the colligative property, one of the here the solution or its concentration is to be required, that we deeply discuss here. So look at here, that become here the molality. So look at here the molality. So molality is nothing but the number of moles of the solute per kg of the solvent. Look at here carefully. So the molality is a very important. Molality is equal to number of mole of solute per kg of the solvent. Here the solvent in kg. So here this is a molarity. So look at here the number of moles of the solute per kg of the solvent, or the solvent in kg. So we know that number of moles, how we can calculate. So number of moles is equal to weight of the solute divided by molecular weight, and if it is a here the solute we consider the 2, and for the solvent we consider the 1. So here weight of the solute it become W2, and divided by M2, weight of the solute is W2, molecular weight of the solute is M2, into here the weight of the solvent become a W1 we consider as a, but we know that here the molecular weight is to be expressed in the gram, and if the molecular weight is expressed in the gram, at that time here we can multiply here by 1000. So in this way this is a molality. So here the molality is equal to W2 divided by M2 into W1 into 1000. So here this is a molality. So we have to consider the colligative property, and therefore we here the term which is to be used in that colligative property, this is a molality that we have to discuss here. The molality is nothing but the number of moles of the solute per kg of the solvent. So look at here, W1 is the weight of the solvent, M2 is the molecular weight of the solute, W2 is the weight of the solute into 1000. Why? Because here the all the in the grams. So therefore we know that per kg, and therefore we multiply by that 1000. So in this way that is here the molarity. Now here the another term which is to be used in a colligative property, which required to study the colligative property, that term is the mole fraction. So mole fraction, so look at here the mole fraction. So if you consider mole fraction, here mole fraction is nothing but the ratio between the number of moles of the one component to the total number of the all the component which is to be present in that is called the mole fraction. Suppose here the two component is here, one of the component is the solute and another component is the solvent, or the one solute is there. At that time we say that the mole fraction of, here if you consider the solute is equal to number of mole of the solute, that is 2 is to be considered, 2 is for the solute divided by number of mole of the solvent plus number of mole of the, here the solute. So in this way this is a mole fraction of the solute, n2 divided by n1 plus n2. Now if you consider here the mole fraction of solvent, if you consider mole fraction of the solvent here, that is n1 divided by n1 plus n2. So in this way that is here the mole fraction of the solute and mole fraction of the solvent. It is a ratio between the number of moles of the one component to the total number of mole of the all the component which is to be present there. Only two component is there, therefore we say that n1 plus n2. So look at here the another term which is to be required in to study the colligative property. That term is, look at here, if you consider the x, here the mole fraction of the solute is x2 and the mole fraction of the solvent is x1, then always what happen here, that is the x2 plus x1 is equal to 1. So this is also very important terms which is to be used in a colligative property. So you must be remember that here the x2 plus x1 is equal to 1. So how it is comes, so if you consider here x2 and x1, here what happen, the all it is to be cancel and it become a 1. So here in this way that is a x2 plus x1 is equal to 1. So here we not gives here the derivation of that. You can very easily gives the idea about that is here the how it is come, x2 plus x1 is equal to 1. But we have discussed the very important point, that is here the later on, that is a colligative property. So look at here the concentrate on that point, that is a colligative property. So which is called as a colligative property? The property which depend upon the number of the solute particle, that property is called as a colligative property. Now we have to concentrate on that here. So here the colligative property. So these terms you must know that. Look at here again, molality is equal to W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into W1, and mole fraction here N2, mole fraction of the solute, here the N2 divided by N1 plus N2, here the mole fraction of the solvent is N1 divided by N1 plus N2. N1 and N2 are the, here the number of moles of the solute and the number of moles of the solvent. So here N1 is the number of moles of the solvent and N1 is the number of moles of the solute. So look at here, the number of mole of solute is equal to N2 and number of mole of the solvent is equal to N1. So remember that this one N1 we here for the solvent and 2 for the, here the solute. Okay, so in this way. Now here we have to discuss the problem which is based upon that we have discussed in next period, that is here in a numerical section. So look at here the colligative property. So